them that this is our city, and we don't take kindly to parasites.
Are we fixed on something?
If you're a customer, go down to the shop. Otherwise, clear off. Well, given this is in fact a blacksmith's, we sell things that need smithing. The shopkeeper can tell you more. Give the lazy sod something to do for once.
Our homes, our jobs, everything.
Jimmy, oh, scary!
Enter the city.
He's got devices dribbles. I heard he has a new show with Buddy the dog. We're gonna see the mummy, the dryad, the ginny, everything.
Those thugs work for the guild.
Bet you heard Baldur's Gate was safe, right? Well, it's a bloody lie. They've banned refugees from the city as if we're the problem.
Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp. Scale friend. Hi. Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? There's nothing menial about serving Gildraw Angolion. He's a living legend. Do you know he's won Best Smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? And he says that if I move enough stock, I might even get to have a go on the anvil. Oh, yay! Want more? Want less? Want a...
They really put the boat in there.
Softer than a whisper. Carefully now.
I'm fine.
Take your complaints.
Angolion blades are extremely sharp, obviously, and will cut you if mishandled. You have been warned.
Work for the guild. outsiders from Rivington and the refugees.
Back again. Want a dagger? Or a bow? Need more arrows? Need a spear?
Those machines will form a circle round the upper city. As soon as the fighting starts, mark my words, we'll be on our own. We'd have a bed.
That might be worth a look.
I've packed bags for myself and the kids.
Would everyone please stop going on about the Absolute's army? Lord Gortash is going to sort it all out. You'll see.
Mummy keeps talking about some army, but she won't tell me anything about it. I'm not
Do whatever it takes. The Absolute army is on our doorstep. You want to live? Get out of here before it's too late. At least we'd have a bed.
Why don't...
Keep your distance, darling.
The corpse remains silent.
Never a dull moment.
The corpse has nothing to say.
All right. What now?
That's curious.
What's that?
corpse regards you lifelessly.
Brothers died on the road. Man tried to buy. Man buying heirlooms. Vulture challenged him. Pushed. Felt bones break. Darkness. Garrod. None.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
All's well that ends. Oh, not as bad as it could have. Footprints leading right into that cave.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get...
It stopped. But it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it? No, no, no. The stone, it wouldn't... Something is hurting it. Everything is going to crumble and fall away. We'll be dust. I want to go home.
It's you. I might have time for a catch-up later. Walbrin will want to see you. We've been taking a beating, but he's ready to hit back.
You look different when you're not trying to talk someone down from igniting a barrel of rune powder. Chuck your questions at Walbrin. That's his job. I can make time for chatter after you know what's what.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. Perhaps all the more reason to get rid of them. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Exactly. You freed us from Ketheric's rotten cells. I reckon you can rid us of these Gondians just as easily. You just need a little assistance, and I can provide it. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
Locked. But there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
He's a lesson.
Please, keep bothering me. I've no work to get on with. Been poking around downstairs, have you? Well, I've got nothing to hide. Those gnomes are victims. They've spent years in exile, no forge to call their own, all because of some ancient bloody grudge. The Gondians think they're the only ones fit to swing a hammer round here. They're wrong. One day they'll learn that the hard way. Until that happens, I'll give those iron hands a roof over their heads. Nothing wrong with it. Now, clear off.
Back again. Want a dagger? Or a bow? Need more arrows? Need a spear?
Actually, the pigeons do the delivery.
Mummy,
What do you remember? Eye colour, hairstyle, accent, anything.
We're not getting past that GP without the right papers.
And they were angry. I don't care how big they were.
What to do? What's that? That might be worth a look.
Nearly there now. See the city. Up on the hill.
Just like that. That's cleaning, cooking, construction. The possibilities are endless.
You have red caps
Let the kid
working
come.
in your service.
He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Right. Baldur's Gate is for Baldur.
Goodness me, that's terrible.
What if we get caught? Skilled robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
I know.
Achoo! Oh, bloody dogs! The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
Gortash is being named Archdevil. Duke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Oh, don't be shy. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Comwick. That's a real shame. Fine courier he was. Stumped how I'll replace him. Most want to get into the city these days, not leave it. We've had to cut our courier services completely. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Oh, well, one of the missing letters is my own correspondence. A personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters, I'd be finished. Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. You do that? Well, if it's not too much bother, yes, I'd appreciate the help. Bring me the letter, unopened, of course, and I'll happily compensate you for your troubles.
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
Look where she... Name and rank! Quickly now! There's a war on! The absolute poppycock! Enemy propaganda designed to confuse simple minds. Pah! Not your fault you fell for it. You need a strong leader like myself to see the wood under the trees. I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Triumpha. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day. Damned awful business. Fine flyers, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. We're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
I've no need of a wing man. Commander Lightfeather will give you your briefing.
A little wet under the wing for our unit. The commander will soon straight.
Don't suppose you've, stopped much appreciate.
How many died today?
Great headline.
For days.
Moving in. Familiar. Does this cat belong to Gale?
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Meow. You notice the Tressym guards a shiny ring and stack of letters at its feet.
Kitty? How vulgar. You can call me... Actually, it's better if you don't call me at all. That'll be all, thank you. That's for me to know, isn't it?
Go ahead. I'm listening. Would that I could. But your entourage... magical. So?
That symbol on the collar. Gale, is this one yours?
It is! It's Tara! What's she doing all the way out here?
Seek and you shall find me.
Tara! That can't be you, can it? My, is that a ring? For us? Oh, you shouldn't have. Enjoy yourself now, Tara. Looks like you've got yourself set up quite nicely here. She isn't my Tressym. She's my friend. And from the looks of things, it appears she's eating pigeons. Oh, right. Did you hear that, Tara? Stop it? Oh, she's agreed. Just about.
All is ash and meat.
allowing his faithful to suffer the most?
Don't help us. At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
They take your gold.
Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet? You read it? Technically, that's interfering with someone else's property. I should report you. Tell you what, give it here and we'll say no more about it. I'll give you a nice little bonus as well, a finder's fee. What do you say? Fine. Just give me the letter. Forget you saw anything. This never happened.
Name and rank? Quickly now! There's a war on! The Absolute! Not your fault, you fit. I am command. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day. A pigeon? We are warriors! Risking life and feather to deliver vital communication. Do you know how many of us have passed on to the greatness?
Under scrutiny. Fascinating.
Outraged.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's decree on extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any...
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Find those little bastards or I'll have your head!
The Duke. Ravengard, I think. I heard he's a good man.
Let us talk to him. Please, if he could just...
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Your name? I'm doing the question. Last time. Name?
Well met.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct you...
Not just yet. State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are...
Behind the Watcher's gaze, your party's prior trend. It has heard the howls. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge. And the Watcher speaks.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an... Your peaceful surrender has been noted. You will be transferred to Worms Rock Prison, where you will await further sentencing.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Those little bastards or I'll have your head!
I'm here. I won't let anything happen. I'm not going inside.
Grotto? Pleasure house? Den of decadent delights? Welcome to Charis's caress, where the only thing that goes down is... What is that?
There are scant few customers.
9 hells! You've followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now? What? How? 9 hells? Whatever you think, you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment.
My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Valoga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Valoga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering. A pass granting you access to the lower city.
Oh, I will, thank you. Thank you so much.
We will continue.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
I barely got a moment's sleep last night. And no.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins.
Acoustic lute version of High House of One.
You can stare as much as you like. I don't understand why there's...
A new face. Looking for another chapter of dirty law for your...
You have but to ask. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfaces craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Perhaps, once we have saved more gold, another adventure will begin. We've had busier days, but life is comfortable here with Mamza.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a speck. You got it. But the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mams all leaping down my... Pleasure to serve.
Do you two have rocks for brains? What were you thinking?
Here, you haven't even gone inside yet.
Let's get going.
Which means we're getting a real...
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
The librarian does this thing with her wit where you're on all fours and...
My birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Sharess's caress is a professional.
And all-round pleasant folks. From what I've...
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break your spine.
Sharess's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle.
I found so many victims for Cazador here.
the kind of people no one would ever meet.
I think the Master plans to expand his territory. Take Candlekeep. Maybe even R.
Oh, I'm sure he has plans. I wouldn't dare guess at them.
You two have rocks for brains. What were you thinking?
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
Inside. Here, I won't let anything.
Sir. Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings. So, how dare you? Of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mate a temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and abs. So did I. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
I think the Master plans to...
Oh, I'm sure. We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion? It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free. You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the Master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do. Is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. And spend every day looking over my shoulder, waiting for someone to grab me and drag me back to the shadows? No. I won't spend eternity as a fugitive. I need to end this. Besides, I'll need something to protect me from the sun if things don't work out with our parasite friends. This ritual could set me free. And you want what's best for me, surely. I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? You burnt your head recently. It's all right, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something?
And in the gutter, then that...
Holy shit, Rivington!
Brothel?
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Someone there?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered by my son.
Charming. She mustn't have nursed him enough as a child. Or too much.
Found his secret. My son.
sweet boy. Why?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Killed folk. Slowly. Baldur.
The spell's power.
Let's move. A list of names. Father Lorgan's on here. Crossed off. A target list, perhaps. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here, too.
Pleasure isn't just physical, it's...
It doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drought.
Please, just make the drinks. I'm not telling you that human boy.
Someone with all the power of the nine hells. He must have brought so many.
I hate sinkholes.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? No. I want proof. If someone else killed Lorgan, I want you to tell me why they did it. And if you want to offload your... Until you have something useful to say, leave me to my bottle. I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again. That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf... I want something compelling. Hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. You're telling me more than... I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
I want to, but I just have such a headache.
I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try.
I don't understand why there's such a type as so...
Forget your words. These four walls are our world.
Trust no one.
Sorry, I just felt so distracted recently.
Let's go.
Such fog coursing through my brain.
Look at me. You need only think of me.
Take it off later.
Get me up, would you?
Halt, oppressor! I am reclaiming the victuals in this base. Then, you're one of us. You believe in the equal distribution of food, regardless of species? Yes! Victuals for all.
You don't have to think about a thing.
I want to, but I just have such a headache.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got... I suppose. Now get out from...
I don't understand such a type as so...
A weary traveller, a mien cool as a sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? One of those, are you? If you have a change of heart and... Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, I'll miss that face. Else... Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get sweeting. This is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's run. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business. Or I have little coin, but I talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars. Or anything else on your mind, sweeting? Nisha, the client's a favorite of... But we are blessed to have a devil in. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite... Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest in...
Probably break his strength.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come.
Set your worries at ease.
Fruit, vegetables. What can I... If you're...
Steel watchers in operation during the coronation of Lord Gortash. Please refrain from criminal activity and be courteous to the Flaming Fists.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you... Tools, all shapes,
Up there,
all sizes.
Danthalon's dancing axe. The Harper safe house Jahira mentioned.
Foundry. This leather armor is sublime. As if any of us would be so
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
Welcome to Danthalon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. Don't draw any trouble on old Enthar.
Greeting. How may I be of service? Harpers. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? Clothgrass. I know the taste all too well. You too, I'd wager. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's... She wouldn't have revealed this place. Here's the key. The others are below. And bearing bad news by the looks of it. Always. Short father. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
What now?
can't afford to stay idle.
Which way to the nearest library?
At least things have stayed interesting.
You break it, you... well...
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a... She spoke to you in a rather... familiar fashion. More shapeshifter mind games, I suppose. She's circling. The last time I fought doppelgangers. But Orin... he's more predator than polit. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a basket. Flattered as I am, you're fully supported as it is. At your command. Nature's servant awaits.
No time to rest.
Hi, Harper. May Saloon's tear.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes. Hi, Harper. Standing be-
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
The problem with Marcus, of course. We didn't end on the best of terms.
Let's go.
Let's end this.
Blood comes easy these days.
This way.
I'm ready. Heading there.
I can still move fast when I need to.
Doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harpers then?
Well, some rest's better than none.
Did I get it?
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead. Evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Ballists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomon. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper, when you could still live as anything else? I'll come clean. I did not tell you all about what I hope to learn here today. I will rectify that. But first, Geraldus, does your mother still own that farm in the Dale Lands?
Yes, High Harper.
Just Jaheira to you now. Go on. I have all the help I need. Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. And I was so busy telling you not to take her bait that I scarcely felt the hook in my own mouth. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
Your ruined brain lurches, and bilious intestines squirm. A hero, an enemy most foul.
Whatever blow to the head has addled your thoughts, take comfort. You and Minsk have that in common. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos, He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far, but it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be minced either. Because I was playing the pragmatist, and writing my friend off for dead, then I met you. If I seem suddenly flushed with hope and soft feeling, you have only yourself to blame. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
What, by the Morden Summon's Curlies, went on down there? Of course! Clear out, then. I'm guessing I have... What do you need?
Yes?
Yes, oh, Oaken Maiden? Short father.
I've got a long road ahead.
Sounds like you've left some buddies to bury.
Not everyone subscribed.
We're shopping for a suit.
Go on. If the Steel Watch come poking around...
It's a bargain. We can't return that. But the person with you.
Shapeshifters in the Harpers. My dad always admired their mission. Said they gave up their entire lives so we could live safely, and asked for no room in your party. What should I...
Excellent. Let's go.
So much for the cavalry. This is what we get for putting our faith in a network of spies, I suppose.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2, shut the gates in the name of security. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the chestnut hair that flowed behind her. The second time, Stelmane, even with the aid of a cane. Each step she... a stroke victim. I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never... It could just be my imagination. What, though? I couldn't say. Nonsense. Stelmane was no less worthy of life or... Her death is no blessing. It is a calculated... My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is... To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for.
Keeping very well, I hope?
We can't rely on the Harpers. Not when Orin has them infested with shapeshifters. We're on our own. Though, I suppose we're used to...
Even the venerable Harpers are compromised by the Absolute's poison. A grim turn of events, but one we must take in our stride.
Orin be damned. Her bloody fingerprints are all over. I'm listening. Make space, and my might is good. Blacketh's will be done.